This is Scott Freeman, auctioneer at auction757.com. I'm over in Portsmouth, Virginia this morning for the Meeks Towing Portsmouth Police Auction. This auction is scheduled to end on November the 7th, starting at 10:30 a.m. with lot number 1, selling 1 car per minute. We will have an inspection over here on site where you can come out and look at the car, look at the inside, underneath, and inspect it. There will not be any starting of the cars that day. That's what this video is for. The inspection on November the 5th is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Make sure that you come out, send somebody over to take a look. I'm going to do a walk around today, try to give you, point out what I see as damaged on the vehicles. But I may miss something. Just use this as a guide, if you will. But we always encourage you to come out and actually inspect the vehicles yourself. We would also recommend that you use one of the car reporting agencies, get some history, background on one of the cars, whether it was stolen, recovered, or possibly a flood vehicle, whatever the reason may be that the car history would show. There is a link on our website to Carfax. We don't get any money back from them. We're not endorsing them. There are several reputable car reporting agencies out there, but Carfax is one of the larger ones, so we're doing that. They do charge a fee for the use of their reports. If you have any questions before placing a bid, make sure that you reach out to us. We'll try to get you an answer on the vehicle. You can also comment on this video, and we will monitor that and try to get you an answer as well. Once you have placed the bid, it is a contractual obligation to purchase the vehicle or vehicles. If you bid on more than one and you are successful, you are expected to pay for and remove the vehicles according to the terms. All the terms from all of the auctions differ slightly, so make sure that you read the terms for every particular auction before placing any bids. Once again, if you have any questions, please reach out to us so we can get you an answer before placing the bid. All right, with that being said, we're going to roll right over here and start. I believe we have 50 some vehicles in the auction today. It looks like 64 of them actually. Lot number 1, what we'll do is we'll try to move the car or let you know if it'll, obviously you'll see if it's going to start or not. If we have a key, we'll and it will start. We'll try to move it forward or backward or tell you that it would not move. All right, lot number 1, this is going to be a 2008 Mazda CX-7, no key on the Mazda. So let's do a walk around. You can see the damage up in the front up here, flat tires on both on the driver's side. Damage down there at the bottom where it's side swiped something along the line. Coming around to the back end, sorry about the glare, blinding me as I look at it. And coming back up the side over here, she's looking pretty good. On the passenger side, bumper where it was wrecked up there, it looks like has pushed this back just a hair on the fender, maybe not. There's the damage right here as well. Once again, no key on this one, folks. Cracked windshield, most of the damage being right here that you're seeing. And that is lot number 1, your 2008 Mazda CX-7. Lot number 2 coming up, and this is going to be a 2013 Kia Optima. Has the key on it, will not start. All right, you can see the damage up in the front. I'm guessing the fan is pushed back in, can't get the hood up, whatever the case may be, but the damage is in the front. Airbag deployed on this one. I can see inside, some parts inside of the vehicle in the back seat. Looking around the backside, see some marks right there, like a luggage area where it would hit down in here. You can see the damage in there. This is a hybrid vehicle on the Kia. And you can see where it has marks here where it side swiped something coming down the side. And back up to the front end. And folks, that's going to be lot number 2, your 2013 Kia Optima. Okay, we're on lot number 3. It says that he has the key, not able to locate it, so I'm going to do a walk around and we'll take a look at it. It says that it will start up, but will not move. It has an issue where it will not go into gear. That being said, lot number 3, this is a 2016 Chevrolet Equinox. All right, looking down obviously the front end damage right there. Looking down the driver's side, don't see a whole lot going on. Got a low tire back here on the back on the driver's side. Other than that, she's looking pretty good. Look at the back end, also looking good. And back up the driver's side over here, you can see the trim down at the bottom down there that is off or gone. Doesn't appear that there is any body damage on where that trim is missing. We do have the damage back up here in the front though, right in this area here. Back up to the front where we started. And folks, that is going to be lot number 3, your 2016 Equinox. Okay, we're on lot number 4, and this is going to be a 2008 Honda Civic, no key on the Civic. You see the scuffs right here on the side. The bumper trim is pulled loose a little bit, needs to be realigned, reattached. Got the damage right there on the mirror. Looks like it was trying to grow some plants right there along the bottom. Those should clean up. The mirror is there. It's just the actual casing that seems to be damaged on the mirror. Looks like scuffed something, scratched something here. Somebody may have keyed it. Got some rust down there at the very bottom. You can see right in there. Coming back around here, got a flat tire on this side. Some bumper trim damage on the back end of the Honda, as you can see right there. Coming across over here, once again, that bumper trim, the damage on it, and the rust on the fender, on the wheel well area right in there. You can see it. All right, and back up, some scratches and scuffs coming down the side. Nothing major till we get back up here into the front, and that's not really, I don't consider that really major. The bumper trim is there, and you have some scuffs and scrapes on it. Got a cracked windshield on this one, folks. Airbag has, it does not look like it has deployed. So that's going to be a look at lot number 4, your 2008 Honda Civic. Lot number 5, this is going to be a 2008 Toyota Prius. All right, Prius hybrid, no key on the hybrid. You can see the damage. You look down the passenger side, both doors and the front fender right in here. And down at the bottom, you can see the damage down there. And come across up through here, I can see a chip in the windshield. I don't see where it's cracked, but there's a lot of dirt on it, so it may be hiding. That's why you need to come out here and take a look and then actually inspect the vehicles. Looking down the driver's side, don't see a whole lot to point out to you. A little rust right there over the gas fill area. Back to the back where I started, and folks, that is going to be lot number 5, your 2008 Toyota Prius. Lot number 6 coming up. Slide right across over here, and this is going to be a 2007 Lincoln MKX. No key on the Lincoln. You can see it has a cracked windshield. Dirty, needs a bath. Got a window issue going on right here, as you can see. Did a nice cover-up repair job on it. Temporarily keep the water out, hopefully it was. Coming across over here, normal scratches and scuffs, nothing really to point out to you that I can see. Looking down the driver's side, she's looking pretty good. I'm not even seeing any dings. Once again, there's moisture on the vehicles this morning. Had a chilly morning to start up the morning, and the moisture is showing up on the vehicle. And that's going to be a look at lot number 6, your 2007 Lincoln. Lot number 7 coming up, and this is going to be a 2005 Toyota Highlander. No key on the Highlander. Bumper trim up here in the front is missing on it. Maybe inside. I can see some parts inside, so it may be there. Yeah, you can see the damage over here on the door. Coming all the way back and hit something right in there along that window line, and did a nice crease on it. Comes all the way back. Back window is broken out. And we come back over here on this side, looking up the passenger side. She looks pretty good. You can see the scuffs and as we come down where it's brushed stuff, and you can see the damage right in there, the scratches and scuffs on it. They start all the way up in the front and go down the side. Somebody was trying to drive through some brush or something. Didn't quite work out. And flat tire up here on the front on the passenger side. Folks, that is lot number 7, your 2005 Toyota Highlander. Coming up, we have a 2010 Mercury Milan. I had to look at the sheet to see what this is. I couldn't identify it just by what you're seeing right now. All right, I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to walk around the vehicle. You can see, I would say you could safely say this is a parts car. Hopefully you still have some stuff that could be used, especially in the engine area. Airbags deployed on its side, air curtains deployed. Damage all the way around on this one. And back up to the front end. And that is lot number 8, your 2010 Mercury Milan. By the way, it does have a key on it. It says that the key is in the ignition. I can't even see the ignition, so it may or may not be. If it is, can't get to it and see it. He says that it is in the ignition. All right, once again, that's lot number 8, the 2010 Mercury Milan. Lot number 9 coming up, and this is going to be a 2007 Dodge Caliber. Has a key, started up with a jump, and moving it backward and forward. Peek at your inside on that one, the engine compartment. You can see the damage right there on the fender. Nothing looks like it's too major. Broken windows down the passenger side, front and rear. Windows, broken windshield as well. Let's go around and take a look at the back end. Coming around to the back, broken window on the back end, knocked out. Bumper trim needs to be realigned and attached. Coming up the side over here, all the windows on the car all the way around are broken out. So somebody must have gotten excited taking it out on the car instead of the person. It's probably a good thing. All right. Looking at the car, the body appears to be in decent shape on this one. I'm not seeing a whole lot to point out to you. Some scuffs right down towards the bottom around that trim that's on it. But don't see a whole lot of body damage other than the broken glass all the way around. Folks, that is going to be lot number 9, your 2007 Dodge Caliber. Lot number 10 coming up, and it's going to be a 2002 Cadillac DeVille. No key on the Cadillac. A little, some scuffs right there in the bumper trim up front, right around the license plate holder. Got some scratches on the top up here. Maybe it's a scratch. Yeah, it's a scratch up there on top. Looking down the side, she's looking pretty good here, folks. Coming down around to the back end, and we can see the damage right there. And around the rest of the back, and you see it's got a scratch right in here as well. And window is down, probably an issue why it wouldn't go up on that back window. The glass is there. Back up to the front end, not a whole lot to show you as far as damage on the engine. No key on this one. That's going to be lot number 10, your 2002 Cadillac DeVille. Lot number 11 coming up, and this is going to be a 2015 Honda Accord. No key on the Accord. You can see the damage where somebody ran into the back of it right here. Looking down the passenger side, most of that looks like that is just dirt that needs to be washed off on there. They're not door dings that I can see. There probably are a few, but I'm not going to go through and look at them. Mirror was just pushed in. It is there. It seems to be in good shape. Bumper trim up in the front is loose, where you can see where it was hit right in there. I'll step out of it. Got a little bit of a shadow going on. And looking down the driver's side, same thing. I'll pull the mirror back out and make sure this one is looking good as well. It is. No issue there. Pretty clean looking, except for the damage, mainly the damage on the rear end. Door is open on it. Looking pretty good on this one, folks. That is lot number 11, your 2015 Honda Accord. Okay, we're on lot number 12. This is going to be a 2008 Ford Focus. You can see where she's been wrecked up in the front. No key on the Ford Focus. Walk down the side of it here. Window is either down or out. There's a peek at the inside of the Ford Focus. And we'll come around. Got a little bit of a tire issue there. It seems to have totally disappeared. Rim was there. I'm sure it's damaged from riding on that tire, riding on the rim. No tire. Some paint scuff marks back here on the back. Some peeling paint as well. Back in there, it doesn't look like anything major. Some scratches, scuffs. Got a little ding right here in the rear door that you can see right in there. And go back up to the front end where we started, and that is going to be a look. Cracked windshield, by the way. Didn't notice that from the other side, but see it now. That's going to be a look at lot number 12, your 2008 Ford Focus. Moving right along, we have lot number 13 coming up. It's going to be a 2013 Chrysler 200. Has a key fee on it of $225. When they have a key made for it, that fee will be attached to your final bid price, added to your final bid price. So as you can see, started it up with a jump, moved it forward and backward. And you heard the engine, so it actually sounds pretty daggone good on this one. And let's take a look. You can see the bumper trim right here. It needs to be realigned and attached. Looking down the side over here, she's looking pretty good. Got a couple little scuff marks right there down around the wheel well. A little scuff mark right in there as well. Nothing major. Coming around the back side, she's looking good back here on the back end. Not seeing anything even to point out to you. Up the driver's side, real good over here. Yeah, get you a peek at the inside on this one, see what she looks like. Tell you what, folks, don't see a whole lot to point out that's bad on this one. Does need to be cleaned up. You see the papers and things on the inside. Needs a little bit of housekeeping, you might say, and that is going to be a look at lot number 13, your 2013 Chrysler 200. Coming up next, we have lot number 14. This is going to be a 2003 Ford F150. Has $175 on the key fee. Once again, that key fee gets added to your hammer price. So keep that in mind when you're bidding. All right, while he's getting hooked up, I'm going to go ahead and walk around. You can take your time on that one. So let me get a peek at the back end. And normal scratches and dings on the pickup truck, as you can see them coming down through there. Got a little crease right in here on the bed in the back, like right in there. You can see where it's creased a little bit. Nothing looks like it's major. Started right up with a jump. Actually sounded really good. Looking down the side here, just some scratches and dings. Got a flat tire up front. And moved it backward. And forward. And look at your engine compartment on this one. And you can see the rack up on top and the toolbox on the back, which will convey with the truck. And that's going to be a look at lot number 14, your 2003 F-150. All right, on the inside of the truck, bench seat on it. And looking around here, mileage 247,730 on the mileage on this one. Digital display on the mileage. Inside of it actually looks pretty good as well. Okay, we're on lot number 15. This is going to be a 2004 Saturn View. Has the title and the key on this one. Title and the key. Guessing that it will not start. Look down the side over here. Have some peeling paint on here, as you can see. Down the side, some scuffs and scratches as we come down the side. And same thing over here, have some peeling paint. As you can see, the scuff mark right down there on the bottom of the door. And back up to the front, peeling paint in a couple of spots. Back up to the front where your damage is. There is some trim or something on the inside, probably this bumper trim on the inside of it. It is damaged, obviously. And that's going to be a look at lot number 15, your 2004 Saturn View. Lot number 16 coming up. And this is going to be a 2010 Elantra, Hyundai Elantra. It says that the key is in it. Will not start. You can see where it's been wrecked in the back end. Have some issue right in there with the rust popping through. And something fell on top of this one as well. You can see damage up on the very top. Let's go up and get a look at the front end. Got a cracked windshield. You'll get a better idea from the damage over on the driver's side. Pretty extensive damage over there. As we come around, looks like I wrapped it around a pole, a telephone pole, or a tree. There's your damage over here. And like I said, it continues back over here as well. All right, and that's going to be a look at lot number 16, your 2010 Hyundai Elantra. Coming up next, lot number 17. This is going to be a 2012 Nissan Rogue. No key on the Rogue. You can see where it's been wrecked up here in the front. Airbag and air curtains on both sides have deployed. And we have the damage back here, a flat tire, tires off the rim. And the damage back here on the corner of the road. Coming around. side over here, and you can see the damage right there as well. Going back up to the front end, some scratches and scuffs down the side of it. Nothing too major. Back up to the front, that is lot 17, your 2012 Nissan Rogue. Lot number 18 coming up, and this is going to be a 2006 Ford Mustang. Has the key on it, could not get it to start this morning. It was turning over, just would not catch and fire on the try this morning. All right, you got a flat tire over here. You can see the damage, cracked windshield damage on the door. I think that door is toast. Airbags have deployed, as you can see looking in. And let's get around to the other side, take a look at it over here. Minor scuffs and scratches coming around to the back end of the Mustang. Back up the side over here is looking pretty good. Got a flat tire in the back on the driver's side. Back up to the front end. Damage there on the bumper area that you could see. And that is going to be a look at lot 18, your 2006 Ford Mustang. Lot number 19 coming up, and this is going to be a 2005 Cadillac SRX. No key on the Cadillac. And look down the side over here. Got a little wrinkle right in there. See? Don't see a whole lot going on as I come down the side. Actually, don't see anything as I come down the side of it. Looks really good looking back. Don't see anything there as well. Some peeling paint back here on the bumper trim. See it right there in the middle. Coming across, looking up the side here. The only thing I see that is just a little spot right in there that you can see. Not the dirt. The dirt will come off, but there's a little ding about the size of a dime right in there. I don't see a whole lot going on. That's actually pretty clean. Got a wrinkle right here in the front fender up in here. But overall, body on this one looking really good. That is lot 19, your 2005 Cadillac SRX. Once again, no key. Coming right across, we have lot number 20, and this is going to be a 2005 Toyota 4Runner. $175 on your key fee. He has the jump box hooked up to it. Starts, well, I said it starts right up. There we go. Moved it forward and backward. Actually sounds really good. Looking down the side over here, some minor scratches as I look down the side. Don't see anything really to point out to you. Look back, you can see it. Back end of it's looking good as well. Look there. Looking down the side over here, we've got a window that's out, some kind of an issue. Gas cap was open, the door, but closed right up. Got a little issue with the trim in the door right here. Trim is loose right in there as I push on it. Like I said, the window is broken out. I can see the broken glass on the inside. Right in there. Other than that, she's looking pretty good. Let's get a peek at the inside on this one. Yeah, going actually pretty clean on this one. On the inside, leather seats. On the SR5, back up to the front end, and that is going to be a look at lot number 20, your 2005 Toyota 4Runner. All right, we're on lot number 21. It's going to be a 2014 Dodge Avenger. Has the key and said that he was able to get it started the other day. I'm not sure if he's going to get it this morning. Got a cracked windshield on it. You can see the nicks that are down there. He's trying to fire up. we go. And backward. And forward. And let's take a look at it as we go down the side over here. Don't see a whole lot going on with this one. Point out to you some minor scuffs and scrapes. Probably the most major that I see that coming down the passenger side is right here. Just some scuffs that'll probably even buff out. Coming around to the back end, a couple little small just nicks on the back end. Looking up the driver's side, don't see anything going on here. Let's take a peek. What you got going on the inside on here? Once again, leather interior on this one as well. And going back up, get you a shot at the engine compartment on it. Looking pretty good there. Not sure why it's so speckled up on the front end of it up here, but the bumper trim right there looks like it's definitely been repainted and is peeling. So that's going to be a look at lot number 21, your 2014 Dodge Avenger. Lot number 22, this is going to be a 1995 Toyota Corolla. Has the key, will not start. See the damage up in here, probably pushing back on the fan assembly. I'm sure it is. Not going to be able to get the hood up on this one the way it sits. And we'll take a look down the side. Got some fading paint coming on, going on there. Bumper trim back here. Not anything major, but it's needs to be realigned and reattached. Coming around to the back end, minor scratches and scuffs back here on the back end. Coming around to the front side of it, that's just dirt that's on the side. Both airbags have deployed on this one due to the wreck up front. Folks, that's going to be lot number 22, your 1995 Toyota Corolla. Lot number 23 coming up, and this is going to be a 2002 Ford F150. $175 on your key fee on this one, and will not start. Super Duty 250, and we'll see what we have going on here. Look at your interior on this one. Some scratches and scuffs as I come down the side over here on the bed. Coming around to the back end, same kind of thing. And some dings back here on the back. Back up the side. Back up to the front end, and that's going to be a look at lot number 23, your 2002 Ford F250. Lot number 24, this is going to be a 2009 Chevrolet Malibu. Key is in the ignition. Obviously, it's not going to do anything with the damage up in the front. Another parts vehicle. A lot of the parts on the front seat. So the key is in the ignition. Airbags obviously deployed on it. Coming around to the back end, you can see the bumper trim back here hanging down. Doesn't really look like it has a whole lot of damage to it. Some scratches and scuffs on it. The damage is going to be up on the front on this one, folks. You can see where it looks like it was keyed as well. Somebody tried to put some initials or something in it. Broken window, broken windshield. Is that airbags deployed, folks? That is going to be lot number 24, your 2009 Chevrolet Malibu. Lot number 25 coming up. And this is going to be a Dodge Avenger. This one right here. And that's a 2014 Dodge Avenger. No key on the Avenger. Pretty clean in the back, actually really clean as I come down the side over here. Let's take a peek. What they have going on is door popped when I opened it. Guessing that it is hitting right in the crease right there. Up to the front end on it. No key on the Avenger. Looking at the side, you can see the bumper trim is out of alignment right in there. Need to be realigned and attached. Coming down the side, got the spare tire on the back here. Something sideswiped. See the scratches and dings coming around to the back where I started. And that's lot number 25, your 2014 Dodge Avenger. Lot number 26 coming up. This is going to be a 2004 GMC Envoy. Starting on the back end and coming back forward. It says that he has the key on this one. Started up on its own. And moved it forward. And backward. Sounds good. Bumper trim needs to be realigned right in there. Coming down the sides, minor scratches, nothing really to point out to you that I can see. Mirror is intact up in the front. Coming around to the back end on this one. Looks good back here. Got the issue right in there with the bumper trim. Backed into something probably, or cracked in a couple of places. And looking up the side here, running board looks good. Have some of your, has a seal down here that is hanging down below the door, a little door seal down at the bottom. Back up to the front end on this one, and that actually looks like a pretty nice vehicle. It does need to be cleaned up. I'm sure it has some things going on, but we have the title on this one. She does start up and run, started up without a jump and was able to move it forward and backward. That is lot 26, the 2004 GMC Envoy. Lot number 27, this is going to be a 1992 Chevrolet van. No key on the van. You can see the peeling paint on this one. Come down, look down the side of it. She actually looks pretty good. Come down the side, got a flat tire back here on the back end of it. And looking back up, the driver's side. Peek at your back end. Once again, some peeling paint back here. Got a little crease in the bumper right there. Back when bumpers were made the way they should be made. All right. And looking up the passenger side over here, there's some scratches and peeling paint up on the top there. You can see the peeling paint up there. And some peeling paint over here on the hood on this one. Back or all the way around where we started, does have a cracked windshield on it right in there. See the crack. And come back, and that's going to be lot number 27, your 1992 Chevrolet van. Lot number 28 coming up, and this is going to be a 2004 Infiniti G35. All right, and no key on the Infiniti. You can see the damage up front and coming down the side as well. The scratches and scuffs as we come down the side. You have some peeling paint. Starts right in here on the door. Goes to the right rear back here. Peeling finish on it. There's a ding back here in the trunk area on the deck. And bumper trim looks like has been, somebody touched it up, but it's peeling again. And needs some help back there on the bumper trim. Over here, got a little ding, it looks like from the inside. Not sure why it's poked out like that. Got a little spot right in there on the doorway that has bubbled up. Airbags have deployed on the inside of it, as you can see right there. And back up to the front end where the damage is, and that is going to be a look at lot number 28, your 2004 Infiniti. Lot number 29 coming up, and this is going to be a 2008 BMW 328. No key on the BMW. Front end, looking back at it, you can see paw prints on it. Animals climbed on it. Almost looks like raccoon tracks that are on it. Pretty big paw. All right, bumper trim hanging down over here. Got a wrinkle in the hood where whatever it scuffed and scratched came across, actually all the way up along the top of it, scratched it, scuffed it, got a ding right there in the doorway. Flat tire on the back on the driver's side. Let's go around to the passenger side on the 328 and look over here. Looks pretty good. Got some scratches and scuffs on it. To look down the side, look at the interior. The window is down partially. As you can see, the dash and the seats on this. Back up to the front end, and that's going to be a look at lot number 29, your 2008 BMW 328. Lot number 30 coming up, and this is going to be a 2003 Subaru Forester. No key on the Forester. Look down the side, you can see the damage back in here. Now, that's amazing. That window did not break. Wow. That's pretty wild. The amount of damage there, and that glass did not break. Come around to the side over here on the Subaru. Pretty good. Over here on the driver's side. Yeah, let's see what she looks like on the inside on this one. Peek at your inside's actually pretty clean on the interior of this one. Parts in the back of the car. Back up to the front end where we started, and that is lot number 30, your 2003 Subaru Forester. Lot number 31 coming up, and this is going to be a 2007 Kia Sorento. You can see the damage up in the front up here. It ran into something, actually has rolled over. So your damage is going to be all the way around on this one, folks. Flat tires over here on the passenger side on both front and rear. Windshield obviously broken out. You can see where it rolled over all the way up on top. It's got scratches and scuffs. Windows are all broken out. Airbags deployed on it. And let's go around to the back end and see what we have going on back here. Deck actually looks pretty good from the backside. Some scuffs and scratches, but the Kia Sorento looking pretty good. That is going to be lot number 31, your Kia Sorento. Lot number 32 coming up, and it's going to be a 2019 Yamaha MTT motorcycle. Coming around over here on the front. It says we have the key on it.
The front brake handle is broken off, so that's why they're moving.
Front brake handle is broken off. We'll get a look at that. You can see where the damage is mainly right up here in the front. Right in there, your signal and the trim And it looks like laid it down on this side and broke off the brake handle over here. Other than that, that bike is looking pretty good, folks. That is a 2019 Yamaha. I think it was a 900. I believe that's what I saw when I came around. Over here. There you go. Tracer 900. All right, you heard it start up on its own. It does come with a key, and that's lot number 32. Lot number 33 coming up, and this is going to be a 2003 Toyota Matrix. All right, another one that's rolled over. Matrix, no key on this one. Going back to that Yamaha, $250 key fee on that one. Once again, that key fee gets added to your hammer price on the Yamaha. Back over to 33. I'm sorry about that. We have a 2003 Toyota Matrix. No key on it. Extensive damage from being rolled over. Flat tire up here. You can see the damage. I'm just going to walk around and let you take a look at it. As you can see, the damage for yourself. Back end of it's looking pretty good. Surprisingly good. Damage down at the bottom down there. And the damage over here. Back up to the front, and that's lot number 33. Lot number 34 coming up, and this is going to be a 2004 Ford Ranger. No key on the Ranger. You can see the damage up in the front right here where it's pushed in. Over here, a running board intact. Scratches coming all the way down the side on this. Has the cap on the back end of it. Ranger has some paint and peeling paint on the back end. Bumper's pushed in just a bit. And looking up the side, the driver's side, got a flat tire back here on the back end. We'll go up towards the front end and see what I can show you from up there. Most of the damage being on the other side. Cracked windshield. You can see the side over here. She's kind of on an angle, that front end where from the impact has pushed it. Looks like everything a little bit sideways. You can see it if I look down the side. You should be able to see where it's not straight ahead. And another look at that impact over here on the passenger front side, and that is lot 34, your 2004 Ford Ranger. Lot number 35, another car that has been rolled over. And this is going to be a 2007 Nissan Versa. No key on the Versa. Airbags, air curtains, everything is deployed on it. I'm guessing this was used as a vehicle for one of the schools for them to come out and show how bad it can be from an accident or somebody leaving their I don't know. I'm guessing that it was used as a vehicle to show the kids how bad it can be if you're not totally focused on your driving. Anyway, this is what it is. Lot number 35. The Nissan Versa. Lot number 36 coming up. I have a key on this one, and this is going to be a 2006 Chevrolet Cobalt. It says that it has a key, but I don't think we do. Well, whatever it says in the catalog, that's what we're going to go by. I'll double check with him here in just a second. Hey, Greg, key? You have a key on this one? It's not on the sheet. Anyway, been wrecked. You can see up here, cracked windshield, scuffs all the way down the side over here. Says we do have the key on it. and come around to the back end. Slide back, you can get a look at it. Back up to the front end and the ignition. All right, key is inside. Back up to the front end where we started, where most of the damage seems to be, right in here. And that's a look at lot number 36, your 2006 Chevrolet Cobalt. Lot number 37, this is going to be a 2001 Ford Focus. No key on the Ford Focus. You can see the damage up in the front. Bumper trim is gone on it. Peeling paint, cracked windshield, airbag deployed over here on both the front passenger side and the steering wheel. Airbag. Looking back up, you can see just a little wrinkle right there in the wheel well area. Let's go around to the other side over here. Take a look what we have going on back here. Some scratches and scuffs and dings. Looks like something fell on top of this car, right in there. I'm not sure what it hit, but the brush seems to be a downstroke on it. And the wrinkle up in the front where it hit something. Back up to the front. And that's a look at lot 37, your 2001 Ford Focus. Lot number 38, this is going to be a 2010 Chevrolet Cobalt. No key on the Cobalt. You see the damage up here in the front. We'll get it a little better view of that as we get around to the driver's side. Looking down the side over here, a little scuff mark right in there on the door. You can see my shadow. Peeling paint back here on the corner. Some little nicks and dings on the back of it. Looking down the side over here, it's looking pretty good. There's some scuff marks down there on the bottom of the door. Most of the damage is going to be up front on this one, right here at the front end. Right up there. It says we do have the key. It is stuck in the ignition. And that's a look at lot 38, your 2010 Chevrolet Cobalt. Lot number 39 coming up, and this is going to be a 2006 Pontiac Vibe. Started right up with a jump. And moving it backward. And forward. Sounds really good. Look down the side over here. Won't see anything jumping out until we get back here. Not really jumping out, but some scuffs back in there. Right here on the corner, you can see it. Some luggage scratches back here when you lift the deck up, lift the lid up. You see it right there on the deck. Bumper trim right in here has an issue right in there. Looking up the rest of the side of it, scuff mark right in there. Ding in the door right here. You can see the wrinkle that's there, rust spot right above it. Up to the front end. Actually looking pretty good overall. That is lot number 39, your 2006 Pontiac Vibe. Lot number 40. Ford Ranger. This is going to be a 2009 Ford Ranger. No key on the Ford Ranger. And you can see the damage up in the front. Got the tie down that's holding things together right there. And window broken out back here on the passenger side. Coming around to the back end over here, the bumper's been pushed in. I'll walk around and get you a better view of it. There you go. You can see it. The flared bed on this one. Coming back up here, the window's out on the rear over here as well. And go up to the front end. You can see the damage in the hood up here. Once again, the tie down holding things together. And that is going to be lot number 40, your 2009 Ford Ranger. Lot number 41 coming up, and this is going to be a 2006 Acura 32TL. $175 on the key fee on this one. While he's getting started right up, the battery connection needs to be tightened up. Did not need a jump to start it. Started on its own, moving it forward and backward. Actually sounds really good. And let's take a look at the body on this one. Look down the side over here. I don't know if this is like an overspray that's on there. Yeah, it seems to be buffing out. So some kind of a dirt, or not sure what that is, but it appears to wipe right off. And look at the back end of the Acura. She looks pretty good on the back end back here. I'm guessing this is some kind of a cleaning, fingerprinting. Yeah. There we go. Dusted it for fingerprints, so that will come right off. All right, you got the little bit of fading and peeling paint right there on the black that's right there, as you can see it. And what I was seeing that looked like cloud, of course, he informed me, I should have thought of that earlier, was dusting for fingerprints. All right, once again, had the key, started right up, no jump needed. A little ding right there around the license plate, about the size of a dime. Overall, see, looking pretty good on this one, folks. That is lot number 41, your 2006 Acura 32. And once again, that key fee was $175. Lot number 42, this is going to be a van. This is a 2007 Ford Econoline van. No key on the van. Look down the side of it over here. Some scratches and dings that would come down the side over here. Back up where you can get a look at it. Body-wise, looking pretty good. It has some rust that's showing back there on the bottom. Coming across the back end over here on the E250. And not a whole lot to point out to you back here that I'm seeing. And look up the driver's side, flat tire back here on the back end of the driver's side, up to the front. Walk through a cobweb. Right in here you can see where the door is hitting the front up there, or was hitting it. They cut out part of it to adjust things so it wouldn't hit. And back up to the front, and that's going to be a look at lot number 42, your 2007 Ford Econoline van. Lot number 43, this is going to be a 2003 Chevrolet Suburban. No key on the Suburban. You can see the peeling paint right there on the hood, the scuff scratch mark. Got a flat tire right here on it as well. Coming down the side, some scuffs and scratches as we come down. Have a spot back here on the bottom where she's rusted through, and the same thing right in here. As I was walking by, I didn't see it, but is rusted out down there. Back to the back end. Looks pretty good on the back end. There's a peek all the way around, and some fading, peeling paint on this one right there, mainly below the window. As it goes all the way down, you can see it just like I do. Got an issue with the mirror. It is cracked. Flat tire up in the front end. Peeling paint once again on the front. And that is lot number, and it does have a cracked windshield. That is lot number 43, your 2003 Chevrolet Suburban. Lot number 44, this is going to be a 2003 Dodge Ram 1500. Says that it has exhaust issues, no key on it. We'll take a look. Got a cracked windshield. You can see the damage down there. Scuffs and scratches, rust that's popping through back here on the bed. There's a hole that's right there. More rust down here on the bottom, right in there. All right, and let's go around and take a look at the back end of it. Dings here and there coming across, rust spots. Bumper has a wrinkle in it. Around the wheel well in the back, where she's puffed up back in here. More rust down there on the bottom, right in there. Some dents and dings that would come down through here on the driver's side. Back up to the front end on it, and that's going to be a look at lot number 44, your 2003 Dodge Ram pickup truck. Lot number 45 coming up, and this is going to be a 2011 Buick Regal. It has a key, but it will not start. You can see the damage up here in the front on it. We'll go from there. It has a cracked windshield. Airbags and air curtains on both sides have deployed. A scuff mark back here and some fading paint back in there. The scratch right in there. Dents and ding coming across. Coming up the side over here. Said you can see where the air curtains have deployed on both sides. Back up to the front end where most of the damage is, and that is a look at lot number 45, your 2011 Buick Regal. Lot number 46, this is going to be a 2001 Mazda MPV, no key on the Mazda. You see the damage right here on the bumper trim. Front end got a broken windshield on it. Some dents and dings and scratches would come down the side. You see the damage back here on the rear part of it. Coming around to the back end over here. Window that's broken out on the back area. Wrinkles through there. Looks like it rolled over on this side over here of the vehicle. Don't know that for sure. That window is broken out on the driver's side door. Back up to the front end, and that's going to be lot 46, your 2001 Mazda. Lot number 47, this is a 2009 Honda Accord. No key on the Accord. You see the damage in the front up there. Cracked windshield, air curtain deployed, airbags deployed as well on both sides. Look at the back end. Bumper trim back here is off, gone. I don't see it. And got a flat tire back over here on the back end. Going up the driver's side. See the damage as I see it. Right back up here, and that is your 2009 Honda Accord, lot number 47. Lot number 48, this is going to be a 2005 Chrysler Town & Country. No key on the Town & Country. And a lot of damage over here. It looks like this one either rolled over on its side or broadsided. As you can see it right here. Pretty extensive damage that you can see. Back window is out as well on this one. Driver's side should look pretty good over here. Dirty, definitely dirty. All the glass seems to be intact, mirrors intact. Not even seeing any dings over here. I'm not saying they're not there, I'm just not seeing them. Back up to the front end, and that's a look at lot number 48, your 2005 Chrysler Town & Country. Lot number 49, another one that's rolled over. This is a 2010 Kia Optima. You see where she's rolled over and done quite a bit of damage on this one. And as we come to the back end, back here, coming around. I'm not going to point out anything as you guys can see it. Peek at your inside. Back up to the front end, and that is lot 49, your 2010 Kia Optima. Lot number 50, this is going to be a 2005 Buick Rainier. No key on the Buick. You can see where it hit a pole or a tree up in the front. Broke windshield, pushed back right in here. You can see the fender pushed back in. Scratches and scuffs, got a broken window right there, covered with the plastic. Coming around to the backside, bumper trim's got a hole in it right there, that you can see. Other than that, she's looking pretty good on the back end. And looking down the driver's side over here, she looks really good. We'll see if we get inside on it. It's opened up. Car part that is inside blocking my total view, but there's a look at your inside on it. And back up to the front end, and that is lot number 50, your 2005 Buick. Lot number 51, this is going to be a 2009 Lincoln MKX. Has the key, says it'll start up with a jump. Let's make it happen. You can see the bumper trim hanging down right here a little bit. Started right up with a jump. Very quiet engine on it. And moving it backward and forward. Engine sounds really quiet on this one, folks. Sounding good. And as I come down the side, I can see a couple of little minor things, scratches here and there. Bumper trim needs to be realigned on it. Not terrible. Coming around to the back end, she's looking good back here as well. On the back end, don't see anything at all to point out to you. And back up the driver's side, tire is low on air. And I'll let them clear out, and I'll get you a shot of the front while it's there. Peek at your inside on this one. And back up to the front end. And that's a look at lot number 51. Overall looking pretty good. Most of the damage that I see is with that bumper trim right in there as you're seeing it. And that is the 2009 Lincoln. Lot number 52 coming up, and this is going to be a 2006 Mercury Milan. Key fee on the Mercury is $175. He said it appears that the motor is locked up on it. Got a cracked windshield, and looking down the side has some dings here and there, scratches and dings coming around the side, back in the back here. Scratches and scuffs back in here, and peeling paint right in there, spot that you can see. Coming back up the driver's side, back up to the front end, and that is going to be lot number 52, your 2006 Mercury Milan. Lot number 53, this is going to be a 2009 Ford Fusion. No key on the Fusion. Look down the side, some peeling paint here and there. It's been dusted, or fingerprints on it. As you can see it right here, all the black fingerprint dust. Bumper trim back here needs to be reattached, got a crack in it. Let's say that it needs to be realigned and attached. Some scratches and scuffs on the back end, nothing major. Coming across over here, looking up the driver's side, don't see anything really to point out. Short of right in here, you can see the door. I think most of that is dirt or some kind of liquid that was spilled. It doesn't look like there's much there. Have some chips in the paint right in there. Coming back up to the front end on lot number 53, and that's where we started. That's a look at your 2009 Ford Fusion. Lot number 54 coming up, and this is going to be a 2015 Chrysler 200, $225 on the key fee onto this one. He says that it will start up. It starts right up with a jump. Sounds very quiet. Moving it backward and forward. And looking down the side over here, I got a little ding right here on the door, on the rear door on the passenger side. Right in there. Car does need a bath. The Spider was really happy. It's in there. Spider will convey. Make sure you take him with you. If you can't find it, ask for Greg. He'll come and help you try to find that Spider.
What's that?
There's a Spider that's peeking out every once in a while.
Oh yeah. Got
a little hole right there in your bumper trim. Nothing major. Spider's over on the other side, right in the right. He's right here on top. He keeps ducking in and ducking out.
Wow.
All right, coming up the side over here, once again I said she does need a bath, and that it does, as you can see right in there. Definitely needs a bath. Got the damage up in the front end on it, folks. That's where we started, and that is lot number 54, your 2015 Chrysler 200. Lot number 55, this is going to be a 2011 GMC Terrain. Has the keys, starts up on his own, no jump needed on the Terrain. Moving it backward and forward. Sounds good. Have some dusting marks that are on here as well, or just dirt. And looking at the back end of it, don't see anything back here to point out to you. Coming up the driver's side, got an issue with the window. The glass is there. But it is halfway up, so you can see it is in there. Have a ding right here in the front, right there in the driver's door. We'll point that out. The mirror's good on it. Up to the front end, bumper trim needs to be realigned and reattached. Back up to the very front end of it, and that is lot number 55, your 2011 GMC Terrain. Lot number 56, this is going to be a 2014 BMW 328, $475 on your key fee. It is a BMW. Battery in the back on it. Starts up with a jump. Backward and forward, and let's take a look at it. Actually sounds pretty good. And looking down the side over here, don't see much. A couple little scuffs here and there. Looks like the worst one that I can see right in there. Don't see a whole lot to point out to you as far as defects or damage on this one. Let's get a look at the back end of it, see what we have going on back here. Looking pretty good on the back end of the 328. And looking up the driver's side, same thing. She looks really good coming up the driver's side. And there's a peek at your inside on this one. Go up to the front. Overall, she's looking pretty daggone nice, nice looking car on this one. That is lot number 56, your 2014 BMW 328. Lot number 57, this is going to be a 2002 Acura, $225 on the key fee. Got the jump box hooked up to it. He says that it will start up, and we'll let him get hooked up, and I'm going to show you what I can do before he gets it started. So let's take a look. You have the couple little dings right there in the fender. Looking down the side, I have a couple of scuffs marked. Looks like a bullet hole right there. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Quite a few of them, he says. All right. Must be more on the other side. I'm not seeing anything else here on this side other than that one in the window. And coming around, this is a Portsmouth police vehicle. Actually, the last quite a few of them have been Portsmouth police vehicles, impounded vehicles. And looking up the driver's side over here, have some rust right in there. Another bullet hole that he was just talking about. Another one up in there, right in there. Started right up with a jump. I'll come back around and I'll go up to the front side, let him see what it'll do, moving it forward and backward. And backward. And now forward. And that's going to be a look at lot number 57, your 2002 Acura. Missed that ding right there on lot 57 on the Acura. Just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out to you before I got too far along. All right, lot number 58. This is going to be a 2004 Chevrolet Impala. No key on the Impala. And you can see the front end of it right there. Both headlights have moisture on the inside of them, all faded, and you can see where the moisture is in there. Coming down the side over here, looking pretty good. Some scratches and scuffs. Nothing that I see that looks like it's major. Peek back at it, seeing what I'm seeing right there. Look at the back end of it. Look over here, you have the ding right there in the back bumper trim. And looking up the side over here, got a flat tire up here on the front on the driver's side, and that is lot number 58, the 2004 Chevrolet Impala. Lot number 59, this is going to be a 2015 Jeep Cherokee. No key on the Cherokee. All of these, the rest of these vehicles are all police impounds. So, no key on it, as you can see right in there. The damage on the trim is there. And peeling paint and the trim around there is missing as well. Looks like that actually caught on fire. That's kind of strange. Got a broken window over here. backside back here and take a look. Definitely needs a bath on the Jeep. And looking up the side over here, the driver's side, she looks pretty good back here. Definitely needs a bath. And let's see what we have going on this one. Inside, peek at it with the broken glass there coming on the other side. Other than that, actually looks pretty good. Back up to the front end, and that is going to be lot number 59, your 2015 Jeep Cherokee. Lot number 60. Not going to say much. You see it. It is a 2003 Toyota Camry. Walk around it so you can actually see how bad it is. Once again, Portsmouth police vehicle wrapped around a tree or a pole. Had to cut the top off in order to get whoever was in it out. So they cut it off here as well. And that is lot number 60, your 2003 Toyota Camry. Lot number 61, this is going to be a 2002 Chevrolet Tahoe. No key on the Tahoe. Needs a bath. As you come down, you can see that you got a issue right in there with a hole right there on that rear quarter back here. Got some peeling paint up there as well. Looking at the back end on this one. And looking up the driver's side, I have some peeling paint on.
I have the key but no start.
This one, you have the key but it will not start. All right, thank you, sir. It does have the key but it will not start on this one. A little wrinkle right there in the hood as well. And that is a look at lot number 61, your 2002 Chevrolet Tahoe. Okay, lot number 62, this is going to be a 2008 Infiniti G35. No key on this one. Another vehicle that's totaled, and I believe they had to cut the top off of this one in order to get the people out of this one as well. And I'm not going to, I'll just show you so you can see what you have coming up right here. Yes, it was a situation they had to cut it to get the occupants out. And that is lot 62, your 2008 Infiniti G35. Lot number 63 coming up. And get my paper straight. And this is going to be Dodge van. This is a 2000 Dodge Ram van. And no key on the Dodge Ram. You see the peeling paint that's up in there. Also along the window above where she's peeling and starting to show some rust. Not all the way through yet. Damage right there on the corner. Come back around here on this side, same way, have the rust spots along just below the window. See the rail down here is pushed in a bit, bumped something on it, pushed it in. Coming up to the front, and that is going to be a look at lot number 63, your 2000 Dodge Ram van. Our last car in the auction today is going to be lot number 64. This is a 1999 Lexus RX, no key on the Lexus. You can see where it's been wrecked. Once again, another police vehicle, police impounded vehicle. Got a flat tire down here on the bottom, down on the bottom. Yeah, most of the flat tires would be on the bottom. On the back was what I was trying to say, otherwise known as bottom on this one. All right, flat tire back here on the Lexus. And it's coming around to the back side. She's looking pretty good. Got a little ding right there in the gate on the back of it. And looking up the driver's side, she's looking really good on the driver's side. Don't see anything really to point out. Peek at your inside on this one. Up to the front end where the damage was. Right in there. And that is lot 64. Excuse me, your 1999 Lexus RX. Looks like there is a chip in the windshield. It is like right there in the center. Just a little small, about the size of a dime. Right in there. That's going to be it for this auction, folks. Appreciate you watching. If it was a help to you, always appreciate you hitting that like button down there. If you have any comments, you can make them at any point during the video. Please reach out to us if you have any questions before placing any bids. Once again, that inspection here is going to be on Tuesday, November the 5th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Hope to see you here. Thanks for watching.